In this video, we're going to look at how the Clippers tried to fluster Nikola Jokic in Game 4. One of the things the Clippers did in Game 4, as opposed to the first 3 games of the series, they varied their looks to give Nikola Jokic just some problems, make him think a little bit more than being in a rhythm. So in this game, you're going to see him get doubled a little bit in the mid-post, or at least have the threat of a double, and that changes a lot of things. Gary Harris sets a nice little screen on Ivica Zubac. Denver loves to do this. They love to screen Jokic's man. Now, Jokic is then posted up against Zubac, and as we can actually see, Kawhi Leonard is at the nail, that is called the nail. He comes over to double, and the ball's going to get kicked out to Gary Harris, but Marcus Morris Sr. does a great job. He closes out and runs Harris off the three-point line. Harris kind of panics with the clock winding down and throws up either a runner or a pass. It doesn't go well, and the Clippers get a stop. The point of bringing the double, or the threat of a double, towards Jokic is to make other players make plays outside of their comfort zone, rather than be comfortable in the areas that they know they can perform. You want to stretch them out. So here, Jokic gets the ball. He's in the mid-post. He's going to face up against Ivica Zubac. And we're going to end up seeing Marcus Morris Sr. at the nail, run over and try to double team. And as he comes over, this leads to Jokic having to pass out to Gary Harris on the right wing. Leonard runs him off the three-point line. Harris gets downhill, and Kawhi Leonard does foul him, so it is free throws. But this is what the Clippers want. You want to force other guys to do things. All right, so we've already seen Jokic pass out of the double team when it comes to the Clippers showing it to him and guys coming from the nail. This is a Jamal Murray screen against Ivica Zubac. Like I said, Denver likes to do this. But there's a sneaky thing in here. Jamal Murray throws a nice little back screen. Patrick Beverley reads it and jumps out to force Nikola Jokic to have to spin away. This delays the action, which is very good for the Clippers. Jokic is going to kick it back out to Jamal Murray, and he is going to get it back in the post. Now focus on Marcus Morris Sr. He's at the nail. He reads that Jokic faces up, and he's going to speed towards him. Jokic feels this and decides, this time I'm going to take the shot. It's a good contest, and the Clippers get a miss. This is tremendous effort and hustle by the Clippers. This play is a nice instance and shows what happens when you send so many doubles at a guy that he thinks it's coming every time. It's that fake of one that matters. Jeremy Grant sets a nice screen on Ivica Zubac. Zubac is going to be able to get back under, and he's going to come out the other side in the mid-post against Nikola Jokic. As we see, Landry Shamet is at the nail. Jokic is facing up. Jokic thinks the double's coming, and as you see Shamet highlight, he's at the nail. He isn't running over yet. The pass comes to Jeremy Grant. Shamet gives a solid, if not good, kind of contest. Jeremy Grant misses the three. This is what the Clippers want. They want other guys taking shots instead of Jokic. By forcing other players to beat you instead of just one guy, it makes everyone have to be in tuned at all times on the defensive end. This play begins actually with Denver getting an offensive rebound after an open three. And the ball's going to go to Nikola Jokic in the post against Ivica Zubac after Landry Shamet cuts down a drive. We see it right here. Jokic and Zubac straight up against each other. Landry Shamet is then going to come over and double. Because he does this, this throws the timing of Denver's offensive structure completely off. Jokic then has to step through, and he finds the cutting Torrey Craig. However, Marcus Morris Sr. does a great job of digging down to prevent that layup attempt. The ball's going to get kicked out to Paul Millsap in the corner. Kawhi Leonard and Landry Shamet close out. The ball's going to get kicked out to the wing. Lou Williams does a good job of giving a good effort to close out and contest on this. And it's yet another miss, and this one is also late in the shot clock. These are the looks the Clippers can live with. Sometimes just forcing people into tough shots late in the shot clock is all you can ask for. Field goal percentages go down late in the shot clock. It's a known fact. Nice screen by Torrey Craig against Ivica Zubac, but a good show by Lou Williams allows Zubac to get back into position in the mid-post defensively. Jokic has the ball. He's going to turn and face up against Ivica Zubac. This is where Jokic is so dangerous in this triple threat position. As he begins to dribble, Landry Shamet shows on a double team, and this is going to force Jokic further out, which is a win for the Clippers. But as Jokic drives, Zubac does a good job of walling him off. And when Jokic goes to turn to spin back towards the middle, Kawhi Leonard is right there. This is great help side defense. When the pass is made, Leonard jumps out. He's going to run Jamal Murray off the three-point line, as you need to do. Jamal Murray is going to get into a step-back jumper here and get some separation, but Kawhi Leonard gives a great contest. Jamal Murray makes this shot, but this is such excellent defense that you just have to live with it. When you've seen so many double teams in one area of the floor over and over and over, you tend to think it's going to be happening all the time, and it changes how you play. Jeremy Grant with another screen on Ivica Zubac. However, Zubac is able to get back out. He's one-on-one against Jokic in the post. Jokic is backing him down. We're going to see Paul George flare over from the nail. He's at the nail, and he's going to come over to show with a little bit of a stunt. This stunt forces the ball out to Jamal Murray. Jokic has to repost, and he gets the ball. Jokic thinks now every time he gets the ball, a double's coming, so he turns baseline, takes a one-footed fadeaway jumper a la Dirk Nowitzki. Zubac gives a great contest and forces a miss. The Clippers are clearly rattling him. All right, so Jokic comes down again. He's one-on-one against Zubac. This seems like a matchup that Jokic is going to be favored in, which obviously he should be. He's such a talented offensive player. He's going to begin backing Zubac down. So right now, he thinks there's no double team coming. He's like, oh, all right, there's no double coming. I can actually start to back him down. So he begins to back him down. He's backing him down. He's backing him down. But watch Paul George. The late double from the nail. Now Jokic is like, uh-oh. George jumps up. Lou Williams on the weak side is cheating towards Jamal Murray at the top. So Jokic spins to the right, but Gary Harris was moving. And because of that, it's a turnover. The Clippers just were excellent defensively against Jokic.